Is ranked better or worse than it was before Season 13? Posture check. Ranked is not what it should be right now. And we can definitely see that from the statistics that I'm not sure how accurate they are, but they show something. Showing that people just simply are not getting to the high levels of rank in Apex at the moment. We are halfway through the split, and only roughly like 0.5% of the players are diamond and up. When this happens, you do not have enough people to fill the high rank lobbies, aka Pred. And when that's the case, the devs don't want Pred players to wait an hour to get a match. They fill their lobbies with people who should not be there. You have diamond folks that are constantly versus Preds. You also have plat players and gold players in the same situation.
I would have had a 14 too. They had 19 kills. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Let's get the after action report on that. I think maybe 2 diamonds, 1 Pred, 15
There wasn't a single Pred.
How much RP? I'm 13 plats, 4 golds.
Dude, this is so bad.
13 plats, 4 golds.
5 golds, 15 plats, 2 diamonds.
We're halfway through the split. That should not be happening whatsoever at all. In fact, that should never happen if you ask me. Maybe at the start because Apex basically makes Smurfs every single season because they reset ranks. It'd be fine to have the Pred who got reset to plat being versus some golds for a little bit, because at a certain point that Pred should be out of gold, right? They should be out of the range in which they're being pitted against these players, because the goal of rank should not be to face the best players in the game versus the freaking Weenie Hut Junior Task Force. That does not make a good ranked experience. That actually undervalues, that devalues the high ranks in the game, aka Pred, which is like, oh, I'm the top 750. But I'm facing golds and plats and whatnot. And I get it. When you kill a lower level player, as in when a Pred kills a gold, they don't get as much RP for the KP. But KP does not matter nearly as much as it used to. Instead, KP is pretty underwhelming compared to placement. Placement is the end-all be-all in ranked now. Because you could have, let's say, 10 or 15 kills in Pred, and it doesn't matter. You will still go minus 60 if you're not placed high enough, which is crazy. You're killing a sixth and or a quarter of the lobby, and you are going minus 60 points. That, to me, is insane. After all, it's a battle royale. But with the new changes, the game is turned into a rat royale. And speaking of the changes, bro, the changes have made it so people just don't play ranked, like I mentioned earlier. And that actually has crazy implications, such as making it to where pubs are now worse. It has affected the health of pubs to an insane degree. The same folks who are 3-stacking ranks are now 3-stacking pubs, which generally is not that big a deal, all things considered. But when they're playing pubs as if it's ranked, it isn't exactly a great experience, especially whenever Apex has this sort of Dark Souls format where when your whole team dies, there is no second chance in pubs. And that makes it to where pubs has turned into ranked, and ranked is now ALGS. And it's proven to me, at least, that people do not really want ALGS ranked. Not enough players, at least, to keep it a healthy, functional game mode. Because after all, game mode is not healthy or functional when it doesn't have enough people to support it. And that's being shown here. I think the biggest positive out of the rank changes was the idea and implementation of demotion. Demotion is necessary. Posture check. Demotion is a big thing in a game like this. You do not want folks who are just constantly losing games, constantly at the bottom of the tier, and just being able to have a safety net and not dropping down to the lower tiers. Granted, there is still a safety net, and that is 3 games of ranked protection or demotion protection. I don't know what I feel. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm just glad we have demotion. Demotion should have existed for a long time, but I'm happy it's here now because this is probably the single best change to the whole rank system. Because the other changes they made, such as making it to where KP doesn't have a cap, technically, it does. Once you get past 6 kills, I believe, the RP per KP you get is 20% of what it should be, which basically adds this arbitrary cap, making it to where kills don't matter that much as placement does. Now, this is how I felt 3 days ago. Main Grab said it takes longer to get higher ranks. I think Apex is valuing time way more than it does skill. I still think that. It takes longer to climb in some of the really easy ranks, and the game now incentivizes ratting to a level I didn't think was possible. Ratting has always been important, but Jesus, it's crazy. Demotions are a big W, but the KP cap is kinda Kringles. Good stuff. Very well worded. Honestly, just a wordsmith, I would say. Totally agree. I think ratting is just too boring, makes it take even longer to even gain points. Luckily, you can't really rat in Gold 4. You can. You can rat in basically every single rank aside from maybe Masters and Pred. Ratting is how you do it. Honestly, if you rat as a full 3-stack, you will probably gain RP. because placement matters that much and KP doesn't matter that much whatsoever. It's important, but if you had to choose between KP and placement, you're choosing placement every single game, no matter what. But yeah, I think that ranked is 100% worse than it's ever been, and hopefully they can address the issues, because I think that they definitely made some positive change, but the overall experience is just not enjoyable. Anyway, that's the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. Any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the comments section, and catch you guys later.